Oh, I can help with that. Hey there, Yorzians, Tali here, and today we're going to talk about making friends in Final Fantasy XIV. This one is a really tough one because so much of it depends on the individual, but what I can do is share my story with you and tell you how I met my closest friends in-game. I can give you the same tips and tricks I used to build my raid team and create my online family, and hopefully they can help you find yours. So let's begin at the beginning. When I first started playing MMOs, I was lucky to have a friend or two already playing. I was shy and quiet and didn't really know how to start talking to people. But now I've been playing MMOs for over a decade, and I've met my best friends online. People I probably would have never met in any other way are now the same people I couldn't imagine not talking to every day. In fact, I recently made a ton of new friends, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Here are my 5 tips on how to make friends in Final Fantasy XIV. Tip number 1. Don't be scared of Party Finder. This is Rame, Lil, and Kunio. All 3 of them are in my raid team, and I would consider them all really good friends. I met them through Party Finder about 2 years ago when Shadowbringers first released. I was doing all the new trials and dungeons, and to make it more fun, I invited people I was partying with into my private Discord so we could talk and hash out strategies for the new content. We had a ton of fun, we didn't get mad at wipes, we just had a good time, and everything just seemed to click. I mean, the whole point of an MMO is to play with other people, right? Now, let me tell you, that's not always going to be your experience in Party Finder. In fact, most of the time, people didn't join the Discord, or they joined but they didn't talk, or they joined and talked, but I could tell they just really weren't the right fit for me. But I still put myself out there, and it was worth it. I met these 3 and so many others from it, and I truly believe extending that invite let fate introduce me to people I wouldn't have met in any other way. So don't look at Party Finder as just a means to an end. Think of it as an opportunity to make new friends. And that's not just for Party Finder groups. You could do this in dungeons or any instance in game. Now through the initial release of Endwalker is a great time to try this out. We have tons of new players joining the game every day, all looking for new friends to take on this journey with. Now, clearly I'm not shy anymore, and I have no problem finding words to say, but I do still remember being the quiet person in the party. If jumping into voice chat is a bit too intimidating right now, start small. Tip number 2, just say hi to people. You'd be surprised how many friends I've made and gotten into full-on conversations with just by saying hello in a party chat or walking up to someone in Limsa and commenting on their glamour. In fact, remember these 2? That's exactly how I met them. I sent them a tell and said, "Hey, I love your glamour, it's pretty unique. Do you want to be in a video?" They said yes, we took some fun pictures, and then I added them to my friends list. I'll give you another example. I remember when I was leveling Monk, and I found the dream team of a party. The DPS was top-notch, and everything about it just fit. Not only that, but everyone was really friendly and talking to each other between pulls. I didn't want to let any of them go, so at the end of the dungeon, I asked them if they wanted to keep leveling together. They ended up saying yes, and we used the contact list to friend and invite each other to a cross-world party. In the end, we ended up hanging out and leveling together for another 2 hours. I feel like the contact list is one of the most awesome and underutilized features in the game. The contact list lets you see up to 50 players that you recently played with, and from that list, you can send friend requests and invite people to cross-world link shells. It's a great way to keep in touch with people that you met in one-off encounters and continue the conversation. Now, I understand dream team parties aren't the norm, and maybe you don't want to wait for fate to introduce you to your new online friends. Maybe you want to take a more proactive approach. If so, I've got you covered. Tip number 3, check out the Community Finder. The Community Finder is a place where free companies, link shells, and PvP teams can advertise that they're recruiting or looking for new players. What I like about it is that it gives you details like when the active hours are, how many active players there are, and a little description on what they focus on. For all my little baby sprouts out there, let's go over the difference between free companies and link shells. Free companies are player-run communities or groups on the same server that come together and help each other out. It's this game's version of a guild. Not only do they provide a community, but you can also get some pretty cool buffs and perks. When I first started playing the game, I got so many random FC invites that I didn't know anything about, and when I joined one, I'd immediately know it wasn't for me. If I would have had a tool like this in the beginning, I feel like I could have found my home much faster. You can make some lifelong friends in the right free company. In fact, that's why I met another raid team member, Cade. Cade and I have been friends since the very beginning of Final Fantasy XIV. We're talking over 10 years of memories and camaraderie that we share, all because we joined the same free company. Outside of free companies, you have link shells and crossworld link shells. Think of these like giant in-game chat rooms that you can share with people. There aren't any in-game perks to them like a free company, but unlike a free company, crossworld link shells can contain members outside of your server. Remember when I talked about making new friends with the contact list? There's a good chance those players are from different servers, which means you can't be in the same free company as them, but you can invite them to your crossworld link shell. If you can't find a free company or link shell that you like on the community finder, don't give up. There are still tons of places you can check. Try checking out posts on the official forums, the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit threads, and all the different Final Fantasy XIV Discord servers. There's always recruitment going on somewhere. In fact, let's make some new friends right now. If you have a free company that's open to new players, or maybe you have a Discord that's really active and friendly, tell us about it down below in the comments. Maybe we can introduce some people. Speaking of Discord, that rolls us into our next tip. Tip number 4, start using Discord. The Final Fantasy community has fully embraced Discord as their chosen method of communication. You'll still find some personal free company websites and forums being used out there, but for the most part, groups now have a Discord, as does anything you could ever possibly be interested in. Gear builds, content guides, gathering and crafting, there's literally a Discord for just about everything. If you don't know what Discord is, it's a VoIP instant messaging and digital distribution platform designed around creating communities. It does text messaging, video calls, screen sharing, media sharing, and much more, so it's not hard to see why the community has gravitated towards it. You can also find content creators, streamers, and artists on Discord, and they'll usually have their own dedicated ones. Kinda like this guy. Meet Cyan, another raid team member of mine and Fire Emblem enthusiast and content creator. Content creator communities are a great place to make new friends. If you have a content creator you like, see if they have a Discord. If they don't have a Discord, maybe they have a Facebook group or a YouTube community tab where everyone chats. Once you find one with a community you like, check and see if they run events where you could interact with others beyond the streams and videos. Which takes us to our next tip. Tip number 5, go to in-game events. This community is incredibly innovative and creative. It's one of my favorite things about it, and if you stick around long enough, I guarantee you it's going to become one of your favorite things too. I've been to in-game concerts, in-game plays, dance clubs and bars. I've been to roleplay events. I've been to minion fight nights, in-game scavenger hunts, and played a Final Fantasy XIV Family Feud. Sometimes I feel like I'm more social in-game than I am in real life. That's not bad, is it? When I'm at these events, I'll always strike up a conversation with someone I've never met before. So the next obvious question is, how do you find out about these events? A lot of times you'll find these events advertised in the Party Finder or different Discords. I recently found out about an event I'm super hyped about via Twitter. LUNARCON is the first in-game full-scale convention, and it's happening at the end of the month, Friday, July 30th through Sunday, August 1st. There's going to be a PvP tournament, in-game item auction, dance performance, a play, and tons of contests. There's also going to be special appearances from some of your favorite content creators doing live panels. If you've never been to an in-game event, maybe this would be a good one to test the waters with. Small caveat though, if you want to enjoy some of the in-game events in person, you'll need a character on the Crystal Data Center and have access to all 4 housing zones. But don't worry, if you don't have one, all the events will be streamed online via Twitch or Discord. I've already made my character over there, so if you see me walking around, be sure to wave and say hi. Last but not least, and consider this your bonus tip, if you have a ton of free time on your hands and you really like being creative, you can always do what I did and create a YouTube channel and make over 1,000 new friends. Okay, so that's not really a tip, but I needed a segue to say thank you. Thank you everyone that has subscribed and been watching my videos over the last couple weeks. I've been blown away by the warm welcome I've received. Every day I wake up and check to see what you guys are talking about in the comments, and you guys are so cool and helpful and amazing. I just love it. So thank you for helping me reach this first milestone of many. I can't wait to continue this adventure with you, and trust me, I have a lot planned. In fact, I have a survey going on right now in the community tab to learn more about this community. This is your chance to help decide the future of the channel and really become involved. If you have a specific video you really want to see created, leave it in the comments section. If it gets enough thumbs up, I'll make it a priority just like I did this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something new. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm Talia, your everyday Eorzean. I'll see you next time.